All right, let's get into the weekly watch report where we talk about the things we watched this week. Weekly watch report on Monday, weekly watch report on Monday, weekly watch report on Monday, weekly watch report on Monday. Finally, watch The Housemaid. It's available to rent on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, did I not like this film.
Sorry to hear that. I'm only sorry to hear that because you love the book so much, you know?
I'm taking like a big pause and a big deep breath to emphasize and really collect my thoughts on this because...
Can I ask you a question first?
Yeah.
When you press play, were you anticipating
Loving it
or not, or hating
anticipating.
it? Like, have you seen people's feedback about it?
Yes, and I saw a lot of people give it great reviews.
Okay.
And I anticipated loving it because I will say this. We were going to go to dinner Saturday night. My friend texted me about an hour and a half before we're supposed to go to dinner. She's like, have you seen the fucking weather? Have you stepped outside? I said, yeah, I saw it. She said, I just stepped outside. Holy fuck.
No, it's Saturday. It was
and
real.
Matt and I were supposed to go with her and her husband. And she was like, what should we do? And I was like, I'm getting the feeling that, you know.
Yeah.
And I said, because we were both going to we were going to meet in Brooklyn. And we were like, we can't even walk around, whatever.
No.
So
couldn't even step outside.
So last minute cancellation.
Yeah.
So then Matt and I were like, all right, should we go somewhere like just local to grab dinner? Should we order in, watch a movie? And I was like, I'm going to let you decide. Like, you pick, I'll do whatever. And Matt was like, let's stay in and watch a movie and order food. And I was like, perfect. The Housemaid is on Amazon. Da-da-da-da. Like, I was so excited. I was like, okay, we're going to order a bunch of food.
I have the movie.
I was like, I have a perfect movie for this. We're going to order, we ordered like a bunch of Italian food. And I was so excited.
Yeah, perfect.
Right in the beginning, I'm giving it a shot. I'm like, okay, all right. Okay. And here's the thing. I'm literally gearing up to talk about this because I don't want to be a pile on with the Sydney Sweeney stuff, okay? I don't want to pile on top of it. This has nothing to do...
It's your genuine reaction to the movie.
Right. Her acting in this movie was atrocious. Her voiceovers were so bad. Like, in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
I really thought that they were not good.
I agree. I also watched it.
In comparison to Amanda Seyfried. Amanda Seyfried acted her ass off in this. And I think that's where the disconnect was for me.
Right.
That I felt like...
In comparison,
Amanda was so good and Sydney just...
It makes Sydney's more obvious.
Listen, the character is Nina is Amanda Seyfried's character. But Sydney Sweeney's character, like Millie, is sort of just like, but like also not like, I don't know. I just was so disappointed in the film. It was 2 hours and 15 minutes long. And somehow it felt like it was so long without covering a ton of shit in the book. And that's just what happens when you read a book and it turns into a movie and it's missing a lot of the inner dialogue of why Millie is doing these things and why Nina is doing these things. And you're watching the movie and it's falling short. And then all of a sudden, Andrew and Millie, and they're hooking up and there was no build up before that. I felt like in the book, they at least had a little, more run-ins that would get them to the point of going to the city to see a show and then stay in a hotel together. Like, it just seemed like they were strangers and all of a sudden they went to the theater together. Like, oh God, I just was so disappointed. I really was. And I really went into it with like a big smile on my face. Like, oh, I can't wait to watch this. Finally, I could rent it. And it just fucking disappointed me so much. There were points where Matt was like laughing hysterically. I'm like, this isn't supposed to be a funny movie. Like, this is not...
Right. This is not comedy.
You're not supposed to be laughing at this. Yeah. And some of my friends who saw it in theater said the same thing right after they saw it, where they were like, for some reason it was funnier than, or like you were laughing at parts that you're not like supposed to laugh at.
Yeah.
I was laughing the whole time.
Yeah,
especially the Sydney. Anytime she was on screen.
And it's not supposed to be funny. The book is not really funny. It's like a thriller.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's like a.
Do you think they tried to make some like comedic moments just like for the sake of the
movie? No, it wasn't
movie?
comedic moments.
Oh no, or you were just
laughing
at
how
like,
You were laughing with them. You were laughing
at how absurd it was. And I don't know. I just thought, in my opinion, wasn't the best adaptation that it could have been. And I don't know if it was casting or the way that it was written.
Like, I think Sydney was bad, but I actually do think that it was like the writing more so than anything. Like,
right. I
didn't read the book, but I watched it with my mom and sister who did. And they were like saying the same thing as you, where it's like a lot of stuff. It just felt like things were happening so fast. There was zero context. And I was just like, wait, how did we get here? How are like Sydney and this guy like already, I feel like they've had like 2 conversations and they're like
really poorly
like,
paced.
Yeah, and it was like, it felt slow, but also too fast. Like, you're like, how are these 2 at the theater already?
Yeah, like,
they don't even, they've had one conversation with each other. I don't know.
It felt like they talked one time and he's already like caressing her leg. I'm like, what?
Yes.
Yeah. What's so hard, and I haven't seen it, but I very much understand what you guys are saying. And I think that does go back to what's so hard when you watch something that's made from an extremely popular book, because you just always get more backstory. Always. Like even with even like people we meet on vacation, like it was like people thought, oh, you're not really getting a lot of background on their friendship. It's like, bam, so it's like, you're just always missing a lot. And then you watch and you're like, it feels less believable when you have read the book and then watch the movie. Because you're like, oh, well, the book set the whole stage. Now I'm watching this. This feels forced. Like, you're like, how is he doesn't already like her. They haven't even talked. Like,
yeah, and I felt kind of silly because there were a lot of people this weekend that watched it, friends of ours, that really liked it.
Yeah.
And
people who have read the book?
I was shocked when I saw the Rotten Tomato score. It was 74.
Yeah.
I expected to see
I think that's a big difference. I think you can very much go into a movie like that if you haven't read the book and like enjoy the movie wholeheartedly. I think when you have,
I haven't read the book.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised to know I didn't like it. But.
Yeah, but Robbie Fox said that he liked it, but he was like, I'll never watch it again.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I think Sydney is just like, there's no other way to say it. Like, and it has nothing to do with anything other than if you just watch this movie, you're like, she is not a good actor. That's it. Like, so bad. Like, I said, it sounded like her voiceovers actually sounded like me reading in class in like 7th grade. Like, no emotion.
It did.
Yeah. I'm so intrigued to see how she is in this new season of Euphoria.
I am too.
Because I always thought like that was when she was at her best.
Yeah, I didn't want to like pile onto it. And I went into it with high hopes. But I was extremely let down. And as it was progressing, I was like, I was getting upset. I was like, I really don't think I like this movie.
No,
like, I was like, oh my God.
You worried about Verity now? I was thinking about, I'm like, because I've read that, but I'm like, I wonder if this could happen like that turns into this.
I have less expectations for Verity because I loved The Housemaid more than I loved Verity. Like, I really loved The Housemaid book.
Better actors in the Verity movie, though.
I just like loved this book so much, and I read the second, and then it opened up all of Frida McFadden's books to me. So I don't know. I was just kind of bummed. I was like, damn, I feel like it was just missing a lot, and
must not make you excited for another movie.
No, I'm not, because the way that it ends is how the book sort of ends, and then it leads into the second movie. But that would mean that
it's like all
Sydney Sweeney. Mean that Sydney Sweeney is going to be this main star of the second book.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And the second movie, and so
There's
makes
3
me.
books.
Yeah, it makes.
They're definitely making another movie.
They are.
Oh yeah, they already said they're making another movie.
And she's like the main of the second.
I did like the twist was good, and I was like, I'm sure this was like really good in the book.
It was.
Because I didn't actually see that really coming.
No,
like,
I literally couldn't.
She took the book into the ocean.
I literally I couldn't put it down. I was like, holy shit, I did not see this coming. Like, da 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 da.
Yeah.
And so I could see how watching the movie, if you never read the book and you were like, oh, that's a good twist, then people may like that. So I could see that, but.
Yeah. The first like 80% of the movie I thought was horrible, and then that was the only thing that saved it, in my mind, from being an F movie.
When it switched to Amanda Seyfried narrating, I was like, thank God. Because it just was tough. I'll give it a C.
Yeah, I'm giving it
it's
a
pretty,
D.
pretty fine. Like a C's right down the middle.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to like, I did watch the whole thing, so I don't want to absolutely torch it.
Yeah.
In which I kind of did. But I feel like it just comes from a place of more disappointment.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I'll never watch it again. So I'll give that a C. Traitors, I'll give an A+. I thought this episode was really good. I watched Summer House. Summer House is back.
Yes.
I will give Summer House a B-. I think has a lot of potential for the season. I'm interested in the new people.
Yeah.
I think we're going to get a lot of Amanda and Kyle.
A lot. Look, and we knew we were going to feel this way when the season started because it's like, we know how it ends in the fact that they're not together anymore. Mm-hmm. And I think we all kind of felt, even from watching the trailer, it was like, this is not going to look good for them. And it doesn't right off the bat. Like, just the way that they communicate with each other is just like little jabs. It just feels like they don't enjoy being in each other's presence that much.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Kyle not understanding why Amanda is not being lovey-dovey with him when he said he was home for 1 weekend and a half from January to June. Yeah. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I mean, we don't have to pile on because we know that they're separating. But you don't understand why she's not loving you right now? Seriously. How can you not get it through your head? This shit pisses me off. I don't get it.
Yeah.
How can you be so blind to what your wife has been telling you for years? Is that she wants you home and, wants to have this life? I don't think he's blind,
though. I just don't think he cares.
Yeah, and that's the worst thing.
Like, it's like
to end up in a spot where you don't care anymore is the worst of it all.
And that's kind of what Amanda was saying, too, when she was like, look, this shit used to bother me years ago, and now I'm just like, whatever. And she's like, that's probably the most telling of all when you're just kind of numb to it. Look, I think Kyle needs like a very specific type of gal and maybe somebody that'll just like does travel with him. I don't know. Because then even Amanda saying that like he started doing the DJ thing because he was jealous of Amanda doing the swimsuit stuff is crazy. Like, that's crazy to me. And for her to really think that was like the catalyst for this is like, okay, if your husband's trying to one-up you, that's probably
so fucking
not
bizarre.
Like a good trusting relationship. Very bizarre. I will say, I'm not gonna lie, sorry, he does have some moments where I giggle. Like him saying to, was it Carl, when he was like talking about what makes him happy, and he's like, I just want to press play.
I can't. Like, I just like don't even find it funny. I find it to be.
All right, I really laughed. I'm sorry. I just want to press play.
I can't. I just frustrates me to no end.
I'm intrigued by the new people though.
Yeah, I think the way
Ben, Australian Ben,
KJ.
I think the girls are going to be interesting.
Yeah, I thought that they kind of like fit in. Weren't doing too much, weren't doing too little. One of them started crying at the first dinner.
Yeah, the dinner seemed maybe a little awkward.
Hilarious. West had a very funny line about that when he was like, just crying at the first dinner. Yeah. And Jesse trying to fit in with Amanda and Ciara and the bed bugs and that whole thing. Like, I think it'll be a good season. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
I think it will too. It's a good start, good intro to a lot of the people. And I think there's still 2 new girls that like we haven't met yet.
There's more coming in.
There's going to be a good mix of new people.
For sure. Love Island Australia, I'm almost done. I have like 2 episodes left.
Oh, shit.
Which is so funny because I've done quite the opposite. I should be watching Love Island All-Stars right now. And I was like...
I'm begging you to switch to All-Stars.
No, I am in the middle of it.
Okay, good.
I just got to the point where I'm a little far, though, back. I just got to the point where Sammy and Lucinda are fighting.
Okay.
So...
Yeah, fair.
I have a lot to catch up on, but now that Love Island Australia is ending for me, I will be quickly be catching up to that.
You'll fly through it.
And I can already see shades of Lucinda pissing me off. So, yeah. Which, you know what a downfall, because she was beloved and then she goes on this and, right? She was loved, right?
I got a lot of feedback too. People were like, I really did like her on other seasons. Now, allegedly, the guy she left games with said that she's got like some sugar daddy that she goes on these shows like he doesn't care, and she's really just like on it to be on TV again and like doesn't really care about these relationships, and then like the show ends and she just goes back to this guy. Which honestly I could totally see. No offense to her, but I'm at my wit's end. She's got to go. I can't watch her anymore. Really? It's just like the way it's oh my God. Do you mean that? Like, it's just like everything. And the way she talks to guys versus girls, I really don't like. Like, it's like, I don't think she's really an idiot, but I think she makes herself sound like an idiot when she talks to guys, which I really don't like. I think she's weird with the other girls. Millie's a fucking saint for putting up with her and like being her friend and being nice to her. Lucinda, I know you're seeing the drama, so it's like, I don't think you'll care that I say this, but like in one of these last episodes, they do the pie.
Yeah, she pies Sammy.
She pies Sammy. I'm like, girlfriend, like you had the option of everybody. They made it so that like you could pie girls or guys. Really?
Yeah.
You just Tommy just laid into you while they were playing a game. And instead of going to pie Tommy, you go and pie Sammy?
So
I thought that was
stupid.
so lame. I bad energy from her this whole season. And her and Sean fucking deserve each other if that's like whatever.
Yeah.
It's lame.
Well, I got to catch up on all of that. Love Island Australia, I would give a B. I felt like it was entertaining, fell off a little bit.
Yeah.
And then, it's fine.
Yeah.
But it did have its very entertaining moments.
It did.
And then Love Island All Stars, I will give it a B+ from where I'm at right now. I can tell it's heating up. I can tell it's about to get more interesting for me. Excited to, now that I'm going to be done with Love Island, I just have to watch the finale.
Yeah.
Or like the final two. I might skip the second to last. And
that episode's always kind of a skip.
Yeah, it's like, I just kind of want to see who wins.
Yeah.
And then
Like
I'll
go
move
on
past
dates
it.
and you're like, cool.
Right. I'm like, all right, you guys like each other.
Yeah.
And so I will give All Stars a B+. And then that's really everything I watch. Oh, Tell Me Lies.
Yeah.
So we are so close. What do we have? 2
more
episodes left, right?
Yeah, this is episode 6. Which just feels like there's so much that needs to happen still.
It feels like there are a lot of unanswered questions going on right now.
A lot.
You know?
A lot. So many. And I'm just like, this is what's so frustrating with me with the show, especially because the fact that they're saying like, oh, it could potentially end at the end of this season and not have a season 4, when I'm like still so confused. I guess we'll just never know all the stuff in the middle, between like the school years and the wedding year. It's like, because I'm just like, how are we going to get from this Wrigley and Bree setup all the way to what's happening at the wedding? It feels like there's so much in between. But I guess we're just never really going to get a full answer, maybe. I don't know.
I do feel like they're sort of just like ignoring the in between, like as if it's never happened.
Yeah.
Like everyone just picks up where they left off.
Yeah.
And that's it.
It's just like, yeah, I know. And I feel like there's so much more that happens or that could happen with like the Oliver storyline and Bree going to the house and like what happens with Amanda and like, I don't know, crazy. I just feel like there's so
It feels
so
like they
much.
threw a lot in.
Yeah.
So now they have to tie up a lot of loose ends.
They got to tie up a lot.
And I hope that they get tied up, because if they don't, it's going to feel like, well, I hope
Yeah.
there's another season.
Yeah, and even with like Lucy and Alex, I'm like, how is this going to end? Like this is, clearly the both of them have their intimacy issues, I guess one could call it.
I do like him as a character.
I do too.
I think he's been a good addition.
I do too, but it's like he must just disappear at some point, because it's not like he's in the
He's not the
later years.
And it hasn't been shown that he's at Bree's wedding.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's really, there's a lot going on. And I you know what? We knew Steven was going to do something bad with those pictures. Sending them to her dad is
just
honestly sick.
So sick and bizarre. It almost would have been less sick if he sent it to the school.
I know.
Like it would have just been like he wants
like
to
at least
just
it's
get
like an evil, like has a motive. Like you're
Right.
like, oh, I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna kick her out of school.
sending it to her dad.
This is just like I'm gonna ruin her relationship
Also,
with her
like,
dad.
Her reaction was almost like not surprised. Like, oh yeah, he sent it. Like, obviously terrible, but she was almost like not unfazed, but like, of course he did this.
Well, I think she just knows, and that's why she was aware. I think she was very aware when she popped off on him. That was like, fuck.
Yeah, like she
it
fucked
answers
up.
the
Yeah.
age-old question: would you rather your nudes get sent to your school or your dad? It's like what? Like they're not
Yeah.
They're not like mutually exclusive. It's
I
so
guess-
weird and different.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. It's so bizarre.
And like having it be your ex-boyfriend sending them to your dad is just so fucking sick.
it's so weird. It's just weird on a whole other level.
Yeah.
He never ceases to surprise.
Steven's bringing random girls to parties.
Oh my God.
Diabolical drinking game that they played. And
Okay, that shit was so.
It was
sad.
It was fucked up.
Why did we
it was
do
really,
that?
It was really like just.
Yeah. Why do they
Seriously,
sit there and put themselves through
I
that?
don't know. They all love to torture themselves, clearly. And it's like when I think, oh, maybe deep down some of them are okay. I'm like, Brie, really? Really?
It was so fucked up. Also, who the fuck put that question in there too? It was a bizarre.
Probably like fucking Steven.
It was a bizarre question to put in there, and really bizarre for Brie to say Wrigley. Like
really bizarre.
I mean,
especially when she clearly has feelings for him and then she does that to him anyway. Super cruel. And then
it was so sad. Really
end of
breaks my heart.
The end of it really does. Wrigley's like 20-second rant of maybe we all make terrible decisions and then just like goes through everybody. And it was like, yeah, fucking pop off, Wrigley. He was like, Steven's somehow still dating girls. Like girls are somehow still dating Steven.
Yeah, that was it. Girls
Yeah.
are still somehow
Girls
dating
are somehow still dating Steven.
No, it's crazy.
And I was laughing. I was like, Wrigley, you're so right. And
So
I'm
he's like
you're
the best character this season.
He really is. And it's going to fucking break my heart. And it breaks my heart even more because he watched Brie marry Evan.
The love of his life.
They kiss at the end of the episode where I'm like, ugh. Because realistically, I think those two could be really cute.
I know. I find myself rooting for them.
I'm
really
rooting for them.
hard.
And then I'm like, Brie, you fucking let me down because what does it come down to? She picks the lifestyle that Evan can give her.
Because she didn't grow up with it. Yeah.
And that's like is that
But if he wasn't like with Pippa, I think they'd be together then, right? Like
But here's
there
the
was a
thing,
moment where that
clearly
could've happened.
Pippa and Wrigley end at some point. Like Pippa's
But it's probably too late at that point.
I don't know. If Wrigley's still holding the torch, like Wrigley's still clear.
But if
he's
she's, like,
calling her, he's
back-
doing all this shit.
With Evan, like for a while, then it's probably like
Maybe, but I wouldn't blame that on. I don't think it's because of Pippa. Like I don't think she's not doing it because of Pippa.
right now though. He would have if it wasn't for Pippa. Like they would have like in the pool, and
They're both in relationships.
but I don't. But like it doesn't seem like Brie like that was stopping Brie. And like she was they were kind of both being like Evan's shitty.
Yeah,
You know?
but I don't think you could say like, oh, Wrigley's doesn't want to cheat, but Brie does want to cheat. I
I don't
don't
know if
think.
she wants to cheat, but it's like he was the one who's like,
Yeah, I think it goes on both of them. They both clearly have feelings for each other, and they're both dating people that they are all friends with.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't think you can blame one person more than the other. They clearly both like
they
each
both
other.
clearly like each other,
Yeah.
and they both are stopping themselves
Yeah.
from liking each other because they're in
Yeah.
relationships.
Yep.
And they should probably leave the relationships, but not with this show.
I mean, it just doesn't, like the fact that Pippa's just fully like in love with Diana is just like it makes you care less.
Yeah.
That like you're like,
Yeah.
well,
I'm
Pippa's got Diana.
Right.
Pippa
I'm
seems
rooting
like
for her
great.
to tell Wrigley so that he could be honest about his feelings with
Yeah.
Brie.
Evan just like bothers me all the time. Like Evan just like kind of yelling at Brie about the mom thing. I'm just like, yeah, I get why you're upset, but
Sometimes it's like
Lay off.
Evan's just there.
yeah, yeah, totally. But yeah, like the Oliver stuff, I feel like is a whole thing that they're gonna have to wrap up in some way. I guess I don't know. I'm very intrigued to see how 7 and 8 goes with Lucy and everything because they've really been like I feel like they're gonna have a big moment for Lucy and Steven because it's been kind of quiet between them is wild, but they haven't been like the main storyline. I feel like Lucy's got her shit going on. Steven's got his. She is just clearly, absolutely in a terrible. Her like walking straight to Steven's door. I mean, oh no, this poor girl
I felt
is
bad. I was just like, ooh.
like brainwashed.
Yeah, it's really sad.
Really bad. Really bad.
I will give Tell Me Lies a B+.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for the best for the next 2 episodes because there's a lot to be answered and a lot to be desired with the next 2. I thought it was 10, but It's not.
I think it's only 8, right?
It's 8.
Yeah.
It's only 8. People thought that there might be extra episodes coming, and I'm like, stop doing this. Like, you did it with Stranger Things. It's not happening.
Everybody think like,
everything has to be a crazy
because
surprise.
by the way,
It's not
that's
a thing,
but that's something that's never happened.
No.
Like, it's not like we have an example of a show where the show ended and they were like, surprise, here's 2 more episodes. It's never happened.
It's because the Tell Me Lies account tweeted like 6 more weeks of whatever, like because of the shadow thing with the groundhog. So people were like, does that mean we're getting 6 more weeks of the show? And it's like, no.
Yeah.
It does feel like they have too much to wrap up in 2 episodes, but
It
But
does.
I'm not getting my hopes up for this with like, they did it with Stranger. It's not real.
Yeah.
It's the show's ending.
Yeah.
Or this season.
Or like this season, yeah.
This
I mean,
season.
people love it and the numbers are there, so I don't know. But it's
Well,
just, I
like-
guess it depends on if they want to keep doing it.
yeah, it's like the Summer I Turned Pretty. It's like, are they going to be like, oh, Tell Me Lies movie now? Coming.
right,
Like,
yeah.
Honestly, wouldn't be opposed to a movie.
Wouldn't be opposed to a movie at all. But give me a movie all at like the wedding timeline.
Yeah, I would bring it current. I don't care to go
bring
back
it
to
current.
college.
Bring it current.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's everything I watched.
I'll give Tell Me Lies a B+ as well. I'll give Summer House a B. Definitely, I'm excited for this season. Feel like it's gonna get good. Traders is an A. Trying to think of everything that you said that I didn't grade.
All Stars.
All Stars. All Stars is an A. I'm like locked into All Stars. I'm so excited for every episode. I know I kind of said this already last week when we were talking about it, but I just love Millie so much, and the internet has been cracking me up of sort of talking about like Millie just falling so hard for like a US wannabe. It kind of looks like Liam. Like it's like they have a very similar look in my mind. She has a type, so she said. But I'm very excited to see how it plays out. The drama has been really good. The addition of the US contestants was really smart. I think it like mixed it up in a really good way. There's some people that I really hope like get to find people. At this point, I'm like, who else is coming in? I don't know. Because there's a lot in the villa right now. There's got to be a big dumping happening. And I bet you it has maybe happened because just UK time, they're, a couple days ahead. And I'm only caught up I've been watching on Peacock, but it's been really good. Curtis had, like, I know I've seen people using the sound, but Curtis is having this conversation and they're like talking about love languages. And he's like, well, I also really love gifts. And like the way they're talking is like they're like really staring into each other's eyes where it's almost like, I don't know if she was insinuating some sort of like dirty talk a little bit. She's like, oh yeah, like what kind of gifts? And he's like, any gifts? Small gifts, all gifts. Like it's just like the way that they're talking to each other was unbelievable. It's great TV right now. I'm loving it. I'm all caught up on Chicago's because, man, I'm gearing up. I don't know if you guys saw the commercials during the Super Bowl, but the next Chicago crossover is coming March 4th. So time to gear up because it looks like a good
Giddy
one.
up.
And it looks like they're bringing some people that have left the shows back on, which I'm excited for. Med, I'll give a B. Fire, I've also been intrigued. I kind of like where everything's going. PD was really slow for me to start, but then the last couple episodes of PD I thought were really good. So honestly, B's across the board. I've been enjoying all of them. I've been watching Beverly Hills, but like I really have not been that invested, and it just honestly has not been that good. Like I think Rachel Zoe was an amazing addition, but I don't really love Amanda. I think she's trying a little bit too hard. I'm not really loving too much of the storylines right now. It's just kind of boring. Just like not much to be excited about. And it's not like funny or like you watch Salt Lake City, at least it's kind of ridiculous and funny and the conversations are funny. It's not like that with Beverly Hills. At least, in recent times. So probably like a C. It's fine. And I'm still watching it, but just not that into it. I watched the Miracle Netflix documentary. Like you said, getting ready for the Olympics. Like Joe and I watched it last week. I thought it was great. I really liked it. Give it a B+. I think, seeing all those guys back together, it's going to warm your heart. It just is.
And I didn't really know like the Herb Brooks, like anything outside of like what was in the movie. So I didn't realize that he like really didn't have any relationship with the
I thought that
players.
was very interesting. And I liked that, that his kids were in it and just kind of like taking you back to that time.
We're going to talk about how you've never seen Miracle?
I have never seen the movie.
You've never seen the movie?
No.
What?
I've seen like the last 30 minutes of Miracle like 50 times. But I've never like pressed play from the beginning.
Why not from the beginning?
Anytime that it's on TV all the time, and I would like turn it on, or I'd catch it when my friends were watching it or something, and then I'd just like catch the end. And that's just like one of those movies in my mind when I've like seen the end so many times. Like I've seen the end.
Everyone saw the end before the movie even came out.
Yeah. No, that is true. That is true.
Yeah, you gotta watch the movie.
I know.
Miracle and Anchorman are on the list.
Yeah.
That'll get you
Watch
fired
the
up for the
documentary.
Olympics.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hockey starts this week.
Hockey does start this week. So.
It's crazy that they do it in the middle of hockey season.
Yeah.
Well, this is the first time since 2014 NHL players are able to play. So it's like hasn't been an issue.
Right.
For
but it's
years.
like they gotta take a pause and then.
Yeah. But it's like soccer, and international soccer, like they take
Wait,
breaks
is the NHL
for their
taking a
international
pause?
games.
Or are they just...
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I thought they were just like, we're going to not have our best players.
No. You thought the season was just going to go on?
can't
Or
play
I
the
thought they were just
season
going to
without-
continue like throughout, but no.
Yeah.
No,
I think
don't-
that wouldn't make sense because then like how would their standings? They don't have their best players.
Yeah, they don't have their best.
Yeah,
I thought it was
it's
just,
like then it's like if you won
sacrifice.
that season, it'd be quite the asterisk to be like, oh yeah, we won because we beat the team where 5 of their best players were playing in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's very exciting. But yeah, they haven't. It's been the first time in a while. It's going to make hockey very.
Yeah. But everyone watched
exciting.
Miracle. I'm telling you.
No, the documentary was great.
documentary's great.
I like really liked it.
Yeah, that's interesting because it would be backwards for you, where it's like you saw the real people, but it's like once you see the movie, it's hard to not see.
Well,
that.
I've seen them all. I know what they all look like in the movie. I've seen enough of the movie where, like, when I see Eruzione, I'm like, damn, he was way hotter in the movie.
But have you seen the scene where it's like, who do you play for?
Yes.
Okay. So you've probably seen all
I've seen like all the big moments. I've seen all the big things. Like that stuff gets clipped on social all the time.
Yeah.
All like the best like Kurt Russell moments in the movie. I feel like I've seen, but like
have you seen it real?
the first hour I probably haven't seen in bits and pieces at least. A lot of the other stuff I have, and I think that's everything I watched.
Okay, I watched. So I'll give. I didn't watch the most recent episode of Industry, but the one from last week I watched, and it's so hit or miss for me, this show. But it's insane. Like I don't even know how to explain it if you're not watching. But like some of the things that happen, people are like, I saw people comparing it to like a Josh Safdie movie, where like it's just craziness.
Has it always been really fast paced?
Yeah, like that's kind of the style of it, but.
This one
like some episodes focus on like certain characters, and those might be a little more slow. But there's like murders and like a lot of drugs and like a lot of
4th
nudity.
season, right?
This is season 4, I believe. Yeah. But this last one I enjoyed a lot just because it was like chaotic. So I'll give it a B+. Tell Me Lies, I'll give an A-. Like I'm pretty locked in. We already talked about it. So. The Beauty, are you like...
I have to catch up. I'm behind.
This
I've only
last
watched
episode
4.
I enjoyed because it gave a lot of context to like how this all started and more to Ashton Kutcher's like...
Origin story,
where like you see him before he
right.
became...
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, so it's like him and a bunch of other... I'm not going to spoil it, but like billionaires and like how it started. So that was interesting. And also... like Evan Peters and I don't know her name from The Town. That actress.
Yeah.
But like them reuniting, like, but she doesn't look this like
right.
It's
She
kind
looks
of crazy.
different. Yeah.
So I'll give it B+, and I'll give Traitors an A. The Pit.
Oh, I watched The Pit.
Are you caught up?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll give the Pit an A-. Like that's pretty like every episode is just great. Like
I'd give it an A- as well.
Yeah, there hasn't been like an A episode yet for me, but it's still
it's
like
still so
incredible.
solid.
I sort of decided that the Pit wasn't for me.
Really?
I don't think you would. I don't think you'd like it.
It wants to like it. I don't think
it's just medical like that. Why like
in terms of like how descriptive some of the actual like medical things are. I don't think like
I sometimes get health anxiety, and I feel like this show.
So, but you were into Grey's Anatomy for a while.
I was.
But Grey's Anatomy is so dramatized.
It was like very like the romance of Grey's Anatomy.
You're watching Grey's Anatomy to like for like
but there were still
different
plenty
reasons.
of times in Grey's Anatomy where it's like, oh, I gotta look away.
Plenty,
for sure, yes.
100%, and I did feel that way with Grey's, but I also stopped.
Yeah.
I feel like with the Pit,
the Pit's so different though.
It's so like.
This episode with the guy's glass in the back, like it's.
Yeah. I want to love it, and I want to be super into it, and the last time I put it on, I was like, I don't know if this is for me.
I like this season. It's like because now you have all the context of like these characters and like their relationships. So like Langdon and Robbie, like that's really interesting to me. So yeah, I'm enjoying that. And then the Housemaid, we already talked about it, but that gets a D. Like it was originally an F. Like I was like, this isn't. Throughout most of the movie, I'm like, this is an F movie. Like, this is really bad. And then the twist got, like, that just is, like, a credit to the original author because I thought the twist was really good. I didn't see it coming. Yeah. But everything about the movie was horrible to me.
Yeah.
Like, Sydney Sweeney's acting.
Yeah.
The adaptation of the movie. Like, I thought, like, I think Amanda's, is it Seyfried or Seyfried? Seyfried. I think she's like a great actress. I don't necessarily think she was like amazing in this, but maybe that's just the writing because I thought it was kind of like, but yeah, we already talked about it.
Credit to Frida McFadden, who always puts an incredible twist in her books. Yeah. And it's not the most deep writing. You know, if you're going to be a snob about books, you'd be like, oh, well, her listen, her books have a great twist and they're interesting.
Yeah. I do wonder, did you read the other books?
Yeah, the second one is great.
Because I was like, I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't seen it.
The second one has an insane twist as well. The second one is fantastic.
I was going to say, like, is this just her thing now? Like, people are going to hire her to do this? Like,
I don't want to spoil, but the second book is really, really great with an amazing twist as well. And that's why I'm sort of bummed about the second movie to come because I'm like, am I just going to hate that one too?
Fair.
So.
Yeah, but if it got like pretty good reviews, it's like, I feel like.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got.
All right. That is everything we watched this week.